These two, Purdue, Fort Wayne, Cleveland State, have had some instant classics. We could be in store for another one tonight.
Yeah.
Feeling a little festive on this New Year's Eve, but Gibby, Dons are hoping they don't drop the ball tonight against Detroit Mercy, who is still searching for their first win.
Coming the other way, it's Bello. The lob and the finish. The Ant-Man does it again. Anthony Roberts.
4 to go on the shot clock. Sellers steals it away. What a pass. Sellers feeding Woodson, plus the foul. Rudd lines it up to left. That one goes down. Manos rounding third. Holopeter rounding third. And they're both going to come on in without any trouble.
So it's very good to see him on the field here today.
Here's Gawa McNeil with a cross. Wide open. Traore slots it through. Bouba Traore does it again. Louder's pass picked away. Bello races the other way. And Bello goes coast to coast. First double-digit lead all night for Purdue Fort Wayne. As a matter of fact, you look back on Purdue Fort Wayne's halftime lead, pretty good sign for success the rest of the way. The Dons are 12-1 this season when they lead at halftime. But Kibby, I pointed out that lone loss is to the very team they are facing tonight as Cleveland State answers back with Anaruna.
Yeah, hopefully that's not a, that doesn't happen again tonight. For the Mastodons, obviously, that's always been in the back of their mind since that game, right? Kind of feel like they let one slip.
Speaking of slipping away, Louder all alone. And Cleveland State has back-to-back buckets. Jackson through traffic, and Jackson continues to feast in the paint. He is up to a dozen.
Yeah, you're going to put a guy like Woodrich or Arnett on Jackson. He's going to try to attack that, right? Knows he's got a quicker first step. Going to be able to try to attack that and get by him.
Jackson only listed at 6'2" on the roster, but feels like he is so tough. He is built to go toe-to-toe with some bigger guys with that frame of his. Williams, too strong, fight for the loose board, and we have a foul on the floor. So Jalen Jackson is going to get tacked with a personal. That is his first, and the first team foul for Purdue Fort Wayne this half.
Never heard the whistle with the herd behind us screaming and yelling, but there was probably a lot of contact underneath there. That foul was probably the right call to make.
Hadnot back into the game while Morton Robertson takes a seat. Arnett, a bit of a quiet night for him. That is his first point all night, and we were talking before the game, Kibby. Arnett was a huge spark off the bench in the first meeting between these two.
Yeah, no, he absolutely was. I mean, that can be key in games like this and seasons like this in the league, right? You're going to have bench players step up in certain times.
Hadnot in trouble. Mulder bails him out. Bello, another triple. And the Dons are back in front by double digits. Nasser tried to get a boot on it. Couldn't clear that double team. Dons not quitting yet. Ballmeister was lurking again. Near takeaway by Toledo. Instead, Geddes gets it back. What a head by Fujioka that time. Nasser giving chase. And a foul, perhaps? You had the throw-in indicated by the near side assistant ref. So it looks like it is a foul against Wright State. But how about Fujioka just leaping out of nowhere? That's something that Coach Gorton really mentioned, and along with the rest of this team, just how electric of a presence Fujioka is.
Yeah, he's everywhere on the pitch.
Allmeister and Malterer trying to track that down, and we've got corner kick number 2 coming up for the Dons with less than 3 to go in the half. Fujioka took the first one. It appears he will take corner kick number 2. Big set piece for both sides. Dons would love to go in front after a slow start to this match. Bunch of white kits huddled up towards the far side. And that goes in! It's Ancliffe! Aiden Ancliffe with an A+ goal! And the Dons have responded to a slow start. They lead 2-1. The off-speed pitch, and strike 1 is called. Holopeter with a prime opportunity to build onto the Dons' lead. This team in desperate need of trying to generate as much offense as they can. That one had a lot of power behind it, but it fouls out to left field. We mentioned Holopeter is probably the closest thing you're going to see to a slugger on this team, and that was really the first time all series that we've seen that power on display. And Tatra with a chance to stop the bleeding. Over to Short. Gonna be a tough play, but she is safe. Holopeter with an RBI single. And the Dons put one more home as Braden Lickey reaches home. That was a tough play nonetheless by Charlotte Grover. Good recovery by her, but it was not in time. So after taking a 2-0 lead to the bottom of the 4th inning, Purdue-Fort Wayne has doubled it in this frame, now up 4-0. And now Aglaya Rudd tries to add to it. That one's fair. One more comes in. Aglaya Rudd with an RBI single herself as Gwen McMenemy comes on in. And the good times keep on rolling for the Dons in the 4th. Powell calls his own number and is dropped down for a few yards. Down to the Lawrence North 37-yard line. And you have to wonder about Powell's durability after going down with an injury early in the first quarter. That's always a big factor with running quarterbacks. Can they protect themselves when they get in the open space? As we said, backup quarterback Danny Tippett is out tonight. So if Powell were to go out for an extended period of time, that would be a big concern. Powell under pressure on 2nd down. Now scrambles out to the right side with running room in front of him. Powell trying to get to the goal line, instead dropped down in the Lawrence North red zone. That will set up 1st and goal.
Not only he let you know when he got down there, I got a 1st down. As you see him here, he just gets loose, gets scrambled, gets out. He just races down the field as the Wildcats chase him. He's not going to slide. He actually takes a hit there and gets up and points it. 1st down.
Luckily, that's not a 15-yard penalty, especially in the NFL today. 30-yard gain for Powell. Now it's over to Baskerville, unable to get to the goal line, but he does squeak by for a few yards. Warren Central trying to add on to their 1-point lead. Lawrence North missing a 2-point conversion attempt in the first quarter. Powell on 2nd and goal. Over to Harris. Harris tripped up from behind, only a yard maybe. Actually, no gain. The officials marking Demarion Harris around the 3-yard line.
Wildcats playing tough defense down here.
We'll bring up 3rd and goal. Remember, it was around this area in the first quarter where Powell threw his interception. Big play for both teams early in this game coming up. Now Powell takes it himself up the middle, waiting for the official signal.
I think he's going to be short.
And he is marked just short of the goal line. Prince Powell, besides himself, he thought he got in.
He thought he rolled into the end zone there, but I think he was actually short. So, as you mentioned, 4th down, and usually they like to run quick here.
They do, and Powell pushes the pile, waiting for the official signal. Touchdown, Warren Central.